This place always surprises me. Have a good one.
Today on Starfield Essentials, your weekly Starfield news report. In our first segment, For Shame. Romance Estelle Vincent. Dark Universe Takeover updated. Enhanced Companions creation. NPC Enhancer Gun updated. In our second segment, automatic looting with Lazy Panda. Seniors coming back to Cydonia and Neon. Free Backrooms puzzle quest. Prax Starstation found. And 3D print my ship. My name is Richard. Let's get started. For Shame. There is a new paid quest and companion creation available that you will probably enjoy. It's by modder Skinny Tech Boy. Hey, that was my nickname in college. Oh, no, not really. I graduated from the United States Air Force Academy. That's not the kind of nickname you had there. Anyway, this creation is called Shame. It's available for 500 credits on Creations. I played Shame on my gaming rig using Xbox for PC. I know some of you have also played it on the Xbox Series S and X. Shame is a crime and murder mystery quest. Near the end, you will have the opportunity to join forces with a character calling himself Shame. So edgy. What happens after that is up to you. It took me a little more than an hour to play out the quest. There's a final battle that takes place on an abandoned oceanic facility. I love that place, by the way. I believe this is a repurposed abandoned mining platform. Instead of swarmlings, there are human enemies. I think my own approach to this final confrontation cut down the time requirement considerably. Rather than fight everyone on the ground, I took to the skies in my S-47 flying vehicle. I circled the platform like an AC-130 and laid waste to whomever exposed themselves as a target. By the time I was done, there were only 1 or 2 NPCs left, plus the final boss. Overall, I like this creation, and I think it's a sign of the high-quality content that is worth your money. I did have a little trouble following the plot, and some of the NPCs sounded like each other. The voice acting at the very beginning of the quest was probably my favorite part of the whole experience. I did suffer some stability problems with this creation installed. My system never crashes to the desktop unless I carelessly remove a mod. While playing Shame, I had 2 CTDs. I recommend frequent manual saves to work around any problems. I like that there were a couple different potential outcomes, and that one of the outcomes depended upon paying attention while performing the quest. I ended up adding the new NPC, Shame, to my crew. Unfortunately, I had 2 more CTDs while performing random mission board quests with him. I'll probably give this creation a try on my Steam saves to see if there is any difference with game stability. Let me know if you try this creation and what you think of it. Next, Romance Estelle Vincent. Do you remember Estelle Vincent from the Crimson Fleet quest? Modder Flipping Egg certainly does. What a great name. They have created a mod that allows you to make Estelle a companion, provided you meet certain requirements. Estelle Vincent Companion and Romance is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. Flipping Eggs says that you will be able to add Estelle as a companion if you side with the Crimson Fleet, you don't rat her out to Benjamin Bayou during the Absolute Power quest, and you choose one of the 3 options to give her money during the Absolute Power quest. I plan to try the Crimson Fleet quest again with a different character and see how this plays out. Will we get similar treatments for other NPCs? Who would you like to see changed in this way? I appreciate seeing modders add more options like this to the game. You know who else I appreciate? My subscribers and channel members. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. Since last week, we are making great progress to the 5,000 subscriber level. If you're watching this video, there's a better than 50% chance that you are not subscribed. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you support positive and honest Starfield content. It's wonderful to hear from so many of you in the comments that you are glad you found this channel. I'd like to offer special recognition to my 17 channel members, seen here. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. This will show you information on membership with no obligation. Anything you and YouTube gives me goes back into this channel, whether it's to buy hard drives for capturing footage or acquiring creations like Shame to review. Thank you, everyone. Next, Dark Universe Takeover updated. One of my Chaos mods, Dark Universe Takeover, was updated last week. Takeover adds 50 procedurally generated military bases to the game. These bases appear as open-air forts in random locations. The modder, Chaos Nerb, wrote a program called Star Tiller to generate each one of these 50 locations. Dark Universe Takeover is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. You can find these locations by accident. You can also find them as the places where bounties are waiting. Chaos Nerb made 3 changes to the mod. First, Crimson Fleet, Eclipse, and House Varun are in the enemy spawning pool now. Second, the chance to see these locations on bounties is reduced to 7%. Previously, players complained that they were seeing way too many bounties at these POIs. Third, the chance to see them randomly on a world was reduced from 3% to 2%. Chaos Nerb released this update in preparation for their next mod, called Dark Universe Overtime, which can use these POIs. Chaos Nerb talked a bit about this upcoming mod in a Reddit post, which I will link below. Basically, Overtime is an expansion to mission job boards with 17 new missions. Examples include destroy predator nests, destroy guarded space installations, deliver raw materials to POIs, repair communication satellites. Chaos Nerb says, the idea is to use the various POIs that don't have any missions and to add gameplay to them in a dynamic way that supports mods and future updates. It's still a work in progress, but I plan to release on PC and Xbox in the next few weeks. This sounds great. When it arrives, I will test it. Thank you, Chaos Nerb. Next, enhance companions creation. I have good news if you like altering your companion's appearance. Modder, the Chan Man, released a new option for the game last week. Enhance companions is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. It couldn't be any easier to use this mod. Just go to the nearest enhance location. Rather than choosing to enhance your character, select the option to enhance your companion. When done, remember to name the NPC with the name of your character. The Chan Man explained the reason for this in the mod description. He wrote, like all mods of this sort, there is appearance copying going on. You are actually editing your player character and not the NPC. Any name or pronoun changes will apply to your character and not the follower. Changing the body type of an NPC will break their lip sync, so it's best not to do this. The mod spawns a duplicate of the player and then copies the appearance of the follower to the player. You make the changes in the enhanced menu, and when you finalize, you copy the edited appearance to the follower, and then copy your player's original appearance back from the duplicate. The mod then removes the duplicate character. Let me know if you tried this mod. Next, NPC Enhancer Gun updated. While we're on the subject of changing NPCs, let's briefly mention a mod that I described in a previous video. The NPC Enhancer Gun is not exactly realistic, but its functionality makes it a very useful tool for players. Modder Rygor Sureclaw has added a few features to this mod. NPC Enhancer Gun is available on Creations and Nexus Mods. You can now change NPC skills with the gun. This is great if you want to add a weapons or ship skill to a favorite companion. Let me know if you like the changes to this mod and how you are using them. Next, automatic looting with Lazy Panda. Do you wish that you could just walk around in Starfield and let a mod hoover up any loot that you might want? If you share this dream, you might like this mod by Ganja Panda 420. Lazy Panda is available on Nexus Mods. Using this mod, you can tell the game engine to collect items as your character moves through the environment. For example, if there's ammo nearby and you set Lazy Panda to collect it, the ammo will end up in your inventory. I tried adding this mod to my standard loadout on Steam. My goal was to collect weapons, ammunition, and healing items from corpses and the general vicinity. I had mixed success with my settings. While I did collect some of those items, I did not get all of it. I also collected some items I did not expect. The mod is currently in beta, and the modder is working with users to troubleshoot issues. Give it a try and let us know if it works for you. Please leave a comment with your findings. Next, seniors coming back to Cydonia and Neon. In my last video, I talked about the new crowd overhaul creation by Zone 79. Several of you left comments on the following aspects of the mod. Quote, removes the elderly from Neon due to it being a party city. Removes the elderly from Cydonia due to the high amount of incidents and mining dust in the air. As someone who keeps getting mailings from AARP, I realized I would probably not be allowed to walk around Cydonia or Neon myself. I asked Zone 79 about this, and they said it was just an in-the-moment design choice. They had not given it much thought, but respected our feedback. Zone 79 is submitting an update to Bethesda that would restore seniors to Cydonia and Neon. Thanks, Zone 79, for listening to us. Next, free Backrooms Puzzle Quest. If you like to solve puzzles, there's a new free mod for PC that you should check out. Starfield Backrooms by RB Mods 8 is available on Nexus Mods. I gave this mod a try and had limited success with it. I'm not a big puzzle solver, and I had a problem with a crash to desktop again. This was on Steam though, not Xbox for PC, and using a different character. Also, RB Mods 8 has disabled saving for the first 2 stages of this mod. The challenges in these sections are essentially insta-death. So, an inability to save plus insta-death and crashing made me a little less interested in this content. Still, this mod might be worth checking out, especially because the price is right. Please give it a try and let me know what you think about it. Next, Prax Starstation found. In a recent video, I described a random space encounter that I had not seen in over 1,200 hours of play. Well, I had another one last week. This involves a star station in the Valo system around the planet Prax. Like last week, this is not new content. It's just something I randomly found upon entering a star system. Basically, this is a deserted Trade Authority star station that has a short mission associated with it. Encounters like this remind me that Starfield is its own game. There are a fair number of players, and even non-players, who expect Starfield to be like previous Bethesda titles. The difference is that those earlier titles, whether The Elder Scrolls or Fallout, took place on individual planets. They are essentially ground-based games. Starfield is a game with both ground and space elements. Many previous Bethesda players expected the ground element to be like old Bethesda titles, and the space element to be like other space games. Starfield is essentially neither. It has a mix of both, but it can't possibly commit to both sets of objectives and be a single game. Bethesda had to choose a third path, which I happen to enjoy. That third path often means that players must be a little more creative and patient when interacting with the Starfield universe. They are not going to bump into a new quest every 5 steps, and they are not going to discover encounter after encounter while flying through space. Instead, if we want space-based encounters, we should consider the entire map to be in play, and search system by system for unique events like the star station orbiting Prax. Let me know if you've found this station. And finally, 3D print my ship. I found this interesting post on Reddit from a user named Bored in Life. He posted images of a ship he had 3D printed, based on a customer's Starfield design. I checked out his website, and he has turned printing Starfield ships into a small business. The ship from the Reddit post took over 800 hours to print, and at least 40 hours to assemble. Bored in Life also transforms the ship from customer-provided images into the STL files needed to 3D print a ship. This is pretty amazing if you ask me. I'm wondering if I should commission a version of my Wolf-class ship, featured in this video, to be 3D printed. I will leave a link to Bored in Life's site in the description. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of this game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you will see these posts in your YouTube feed. Also check out our awesome membership options. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the name Sylvester. Yeah, that was a weird video. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos if you want to learn how to keep your ship by building it in the creation kit, or my thoughts on the game's 1-year anniversary. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.